له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفينا يا رسول الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا من أرسل الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين وهدى ونور من الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا من بالمدينة المنورة يسكنك الله.
أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to our beautiful mothers and our fathers, the ancestors of the land and the Ummah at large. It is the first of Sha'ban, first of Ramadan, 1446 Hijri, which is also corresponding to the 2nd of March 2025, moments before sunset. And Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Our ancestors of the land, we never use the word iftar, ever. Okay? Ons het puka gebruik because we felt puka, because het gewit wees Buddha en Buddhi en Titi en Siti. Okay? People language or spells, and most of us have been badly damaged in the process of uprooting from our natural mother tongue. Okay, we're not supposed to have spoken English. Okay, English doesn't even have a root because there is no kitab, there is no book that came to preserve the language. It is the most cursed language that has ever been, and therefore it is one of the spells of the magicians of Fir'aun, so that you cannot get back into your sovereign wealth. You cannot get back to your sovereign wealth. Okay, your sovereign wealth is your authentic, organic wealth. Okay, your organic self, your organic inheritance. That's who you are. Most of you have been defined by your adversary. So you have been given religions, gods, beliefs, all these things. And what is so devastating about it is that it is all ways of how it kept you and I in the reality of a hell. Okay? Now today we are fasting, and we are thinking that the fasting is to keep us healthy. Okay? Now, let me give you an explanation of why Allah brought fasting in. Um, Allah brought it back into our lives in order for us to remodule and regulate our energy imbalances. Okay. Now, due to us coming to the end of a 25,920 years cycle of the lunar cycle and the solar cycle, okay, we came on the last and we the most spoiled, yani, in terms of our psychology, our metamorphosis, in terms of our higher selves. Okay, we have been invaded by the parasites. Okay, our bodies is feeding off very dark energy, people. We feed our bodies with chemicals, with GMOs. Okay, so what could you possibly expect at your brains if you has been every day brushing your teeth and putting underarm under your arms? Do you know how your brain cells has been frozen? Do you know how it has been malfunctioning? Do you know that most of your actions are only by you blind following because your brains is no longer active? So invasion was through the inside. It was what they fed you, and that is how they educated you, and that is how they occupied you, and that is why you cannot think for yourself. Your body has been so badly occupied by the parasites, and your cells that has been supposed to be coordinated with your brain cells is now further being exploited by a cell, a cellular phone. Your brains, a bionic machine is working for your brains because your brains is no longer working because your body has been malfunctioning. So this Ramadan comes here just for you as a lower most. You are alien to the human species. You are a jinn to the ins. In fact, that is how it works. But the denial spells and the black and the money magic that you have been drawn into, that has kept you synthetically alive, and you feed off synthetic spiritual gods, which are devils actually. Okay, this now where you clear up yourself in order to reclaim your mental health. It's not the children that is sick, it's the adults that is sick, people. Most of the adults are suffering of mental illness. They don't know how to think for themselves. They've been following blindly, following gods, following religions, following prophets, not prophets, prophets. They don't know who they are. They think their DNA, if you flip the word DNA, it becomes AND, and. Okay? Been educated by the enemy and believe in the enemy and the adversary's God. That's why most of you don't know Allah. You just call him Allah, but you have no personal relationship with him. You are still searching for a God on external because your brain has been incapacitated. You have been, most of us have been decapitated. We don't have a individual brain. So most of the adults in today's time are mentally captivated. Okay, they don't have sovereignty. They believe in others. They have been fear mongrel. Okay, religion has only made them hold a gun to their heads and they must believe in certain things, but they're not free. They have not been liberated. They are not mukhlasin illa ibadaka al-mukhlasin. So whilst you are undergoing a cleansing process of your physicalness, and I think it's time for you to realize that you have imprisoned yourself. Okay, you have brought that which you had put inside of you to realize that Jahannam is not external. Jahannam is your stomach. Daar is die vuur wat brand daaronder. That's the flame that you cannot extinguish. That is what took over our complete lifestyles. We live to eat. We did not eat to live. Okay, so the gut is so occupied, is so mosag, is so vol parasites. Daar is kos in dit wat daar is al vir die laaste maand of 2 al is vrot, dit stink. That's why if you go to toilet, dan stink dit in die toilet because jy jouself kan nie jou eie ryk vat nie because it's vrot van binne, verstaan julle nie? But it's decayed. You were replaced as a civilization. COVID came to extract you as a civilization because you will destroy your own children. That's why that is what they call Shahrul Siyam. It's not 1 month. It is a period where the organic sovereigns are saved and shielded so that they can find the path out of the hellfire. Okay? If you look at how our bodies look, ons is beyond human. Daai man, I kan nie sê bos uittrekkie because I moet sê mag uitsteek. Okay? It's weird. You're not a natural species. We're not the natural species any longer. We have been invaded. Okay? We have now been given education where we've been captured in our minds. We can't enter into the heart because the mag, the fear, brand, the state daarso. Okay? That's the nari Jahannam. If you want to ask yourself, where is Jahannam? Jahannam is not outside. Say brand die buitekant nie. Say brand hier. No, you're being punished for your sins here because you did not know what moderation is. You did not know what balancing is. Sy het nie geweet wat dit is we did not know what it is to control our greed. So when you become greedy, you become blind. So most of us became blind in the process, and we put things into our shrine, into our holy masjid, that is our masjid, and we put things in our body that not even the animal will put in his body. Okay? The amount of chemicals that has gone over your life for the last 50, 40, 30 years, brothers and sisters, you have no other way but to realize that you killed yourself. So when you throw that chemicals onto a natural plant for 20, 30, 40 years, what happens to the plant? The plant is nie 'n plant nie. Okay? Jou vrugte wat dit afgee is nie meer organic nie. Now your thoughts that you are generating due to your mental illness, it's no more making contact with Allah or the Rasul that is alive or the Malaikas. Julle is besig om te soek vir iets wat nie exist nie. That is shirk, people. That is full on blown out shirk that you are now into because you've been captured into the Jahannam and you've made yourself comfortable and you've made it halal, Sharia compliant, and now you're just having a good time and you're thinking that when you die you're going to go to Jannah. You are dead now. Anta mayyit, innaka mayyitun wa innahum mayyitun. And fear is atmospheric. Okay? The fear that you have been mongreled into and it has kept you in the lowest form of a unconscious human being. And now you're searching for God's salvation through methodologies that is not going to help you, but only going to make the fire from a bietjie minder. Iets nou niks nie. As dit kom nou na general, if you come now to the Maghrib time, for example, Maghrib tyd, then just see what is on that table en hoe groot het die oë geraak en hoe blind het ons geword. Nou daai blindigheid is in jou mag, is in jou oë, because your eyes don't see people, your brains are almost dead, so your mag sien vir jou. Hy is finally Jahannam, and that is what has overtaken most of us. This is why Corona came. It came to abolish, it came to destroy, it came to take out those who were still alive, those who could still adapt to the incoming changes. Those people were saved. That is what Allah called the masakin. The rest of us, we died, people. We are living in a graveyard at the moment because we are unconscious, because loop in dood. Okay? This is the truth, I'm telling you. Allah, this is the truth. And no religion is going to help you now because the deeds are done already. We are just here to live till we die, although we are dead already. And the mental health is not because of the children, it's the adults. The children were saved. Your next generations, mashallah, they are saved. But we as a fraternity, our beliefs has killed us. Okay, we're searching for gods in other countries, in other cultures, in other places, and we forfeited our very own God who created us from nothing. Okay, the simulations has been in our mental constructs. We have been caught up in our mental constructs. Okay, we've been taken into the past through our minds, through our thoughts, through our convictions, and that is where we are serving our prison sentence. Okay, people, this is the raw truth that you and I don't want to accept, but this is in your Quran, and that is why the adversary had to change the interpretation, the meaning of it, so that you do not have to hear the truth, but you can hear the music, and that music will make you feel that you are safe. But you are only lying to yourself because truth is not on the external, it is inside. And when the heart cannot feel, it's because the brain's noise is too loud. That's why in Ramadan, what happens to you as a civilization is you're supposed to quiet your mind so that you can hear the sound of the heart. Okay? That's where purity is. But due to it's processes, okay, cycles within cycles. But we are just here to tell ourselves that the game is over yet. Right? The game is over, and you have to start collecting your pieces and start reconciling and come to terms with the fact that many of us, the game is over. Okay, there's no, uh, there's no, daar is nie need for ons om weg te stukkie waarheid te doen. We were hiding this damn truth for too long and putting up funny stuff in order to look like it like one can do. But it vir ons word die poison het vir ons geëet van binne af. Dit vir ons van binne af geëet ons. And that is what Allah calls Jathimin. Ons kan nie uit dit kom nie. Die scholars, die scientists, die philosophers, die mathematicians, almal is in it. They have been destroyed as a civilization. And destruction means they are left in the unconscious mode. 99% of people has not survived this. And it's a sad thing because ons lewe amongst die dooie, ons lewe in die koepel van die kabelstaan nie, because meeste van mense is dood. Allahu Akbar walillah alhamd. People, may Allah give you barakat. Almost time for iftar. But we're sharing with you these things because you must not say that you were not told. It is now in a classified. The digital age is a new age. The paper age has been destroyed, and okay, it's been burnt. The holy wood has been burnt to the ground. You all have been seeing it in Los Angeles. So that's the last angel that fell. Okay, so a new script is being remodeled by your adversary, your command stations, and most of your religions are controlled by the shaitan. Your gods are the shaitan. Okay, after what happened with, that is how the system flips. Okay, and that is how you become a part of an idolatry lifestyle. The idol is not outside, you are the idol because you worship something that is not supposed to be worshipped. You're worshiping your lust, your love for and filling that belly, for filling that hell, okay, for filling up the hellfire. Jahannam is your mah. That is the energy. When that gains control over your system and it sends the parasites into all your vessels, your blood cells, and khalas, then you have been. So the picture of Palestine, that is you. You've been occupied, invaded, held hostage, imprisoned, and now slowly you're coming into a new world that you will not realize that you are part of your own destiny and you had caused your self-destruction with the help of your religious authorities. Okay? How the system works, people. You have to read the book in order to understand the game. May Allah give you a nice iftar and enjoy yani, while you are late, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa
يا مصطفى كل شيء لله يا نورا من نور الله يا مصطفى كل شيء